Hello, 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 and welcome to the Master in Progress podcast. I am your host, Maria, creator and founder of Master in Progress, the brand, and all of its subsidiaries. And welcome to March. It's kind of crazy, guys. We're in March, and how are we already in the third month? I don't know, but we are. We're here, and we're thriving. We're not really. I had a minor crash out just to get here. I was supposed to start filming at 5:30. It is now 7:52. So that tells you how this has been going, but we're persevering and we're pushing through and we're here because nothing's going to stop us no matter what happens. We're coming here and we're getting it done for everything. That's just across the board. Just do it. Nike is in no way sponsoring this. Maybe one day. Nike. But as of right now, they're not sponsoring this. It kind of just fit into what I was saying. But anywho, so that actually, okay, it leads into the topic for today, which is moving with purpose. Um, your girl has road rage, and a constant thing that she says while she's yelling at the people. I'm talking about myself in the third person. I apologize. When I have road rage, I tend to yell, move with purpose. Why aren't we moving with purpose? Everyone seems to just be moving and they're not moving with purpose. We have things to do, places to go. I'm also the same way when I'm walking. Move. Like, if you have nothing else to do and you're just lollygagging, please move out of the fast lane and move over because some of us have things to do. Otherwise, I would be at home. If I wanted to lollygag, I would be at home, not out in the public where everyone else needs to do something and get somewhere, and you're just blocking me from getting there. But that does relate to real life. I think something that is very important and that we all need to do because I feel like a lot of people are just kind of moving through life and not moving with purpose. And moving through life, sometimes you do just have to move through life, whether it be we're a little bit depressed at the time or, we're everything's overwhelming, but you have to keep pushing forward. And the minimum you can do is just go through the cycle. But I don't think, no, I know you can't be doing that every day of your life. Your life has to have purpose. Otherwise, it's like, what are you doing? And like, and I know it's hard because I think I was raised to always have a purpose. There was always a purpose given to me, and definitely earlier 20s I felt kind of lost because I didn't know what to do without a purpose and I wasn't like innately given one really. I came up with a few that weren't appropriate, but um I really had to figure out what my purpose was in this world and not be told, because you can never be told what your purpose is. You have to find it for yourself. And it took me a while to find it for myself. And in doing so, I've created Mastering Progress and continue to create Mastering Progress because for me, my purpose and God given purpose is one, to make sure people know that they're not alone through a lot of life's issues and create a space where they feel safe enough to talk about it and communicate with other people who may be going through the same thing. Two, make sure people feel celebrated. And yes, I love to host a good event, but feel celebrated at every step and stage of their life and know that they are loved. And for me, that's throwing parties because I love it. But, um, and three, my third purpose, I think, is just to uh, be a voice for people who aren't ready to share their own voice. I love advocacy work, and a lot of the stuff that's coming down the line is being able to help share the voice of adoptees and foster kids, and also just sharing the voice of being a woman and being a girl growing up in today's day and age, because it's a little crazy. It's a little cuckoo. But even though it's cuckoo, we're really strong, really determined, and our purpose continues to grow in this world, and I love it. And so those have been what's been driving me in my life. And I think it's very important for everyone to kind of sit down with yourself, by yourself, in a room, no distractions, no phone. This thing has been a distraction for me lately. It does a lot of good, but it also does a lot of damage. Anyhow, um, what was I saying? I lost track. Oh, finding your purpose. That's where we were. So I think it's really important, and I it's going to happen for everyone at different stages of their lives. I don't think there's a set time for you to figure out what your purpose is. Maybe the younger the better, just because then you have more time to really build within your purpose, but there is no set time for you to find your purpose and then go after it. I do think that we have prime examples today, like Martha Stewart. She started when she was, I think, in her 40s. People start at different times, but I think even if you don't know your exact purpose, but moving in a way to find your purpose every single day and try to inch closer and closer to it every single day is very important. Because I don't think we should be living a life without purpose. What is a life without purpose? What is a life without purpose? Um, and sometimes you're just gonna find it by doing random things, and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this so much. For me, with like making people want to feel celebrated, obviously we have the MP agency, and being able to host events where people do feel celebrated and heard and special is a big part of it. But like, it kind of grew from one, my mom hosting a lot of events and growing up, and so being able to see people happy at like our Christmas party, and just family and friends, and having that environment definitely stuck with me. And then I was like, you know what? I want to create these things for myself. It definitely wasn't, I had to go and create it for myself. And I think a lot of things, when you do find your purpose, you're going to have to create the space for yourself. It's not just going to come to you. Your purpose does bring you power, but with that power, you also have to, um, I'm sorry. I'm having a moment, but I don't have time to have a moment. So, back to the topic at hand. Um, with your purpose, one, you need to grow within your own power and know your own power to grow within your purpose. But that purpose is going to strengthen you in ways you never thought possible. Because when I tell you your purpose is going to pull you every which way, every which way, and you're going to be like, why? I don't want to do this anymore. And then you're like, actually, that was worth it because I learned so much stuff about myself. And like I said, I grew in my strength and it has given me tools to help other people grow in their own purpose. And also, like, I'm like, wow, okay, I overcame that. I grew in my power and I could do it again if I needed to. Do I want to? No, but it was worth it in the end. Uh, and so I honestly, I thank God every day that He has given me my purpose and I've found it in my 20s. And um, I do really hope that everyone can figure it out for themselves. Um, like I said, no one can give you your purpose. You're not being told what your purpose is. Your purpose comes from God. Your purpose comes from within you, and no one else is going to tell you how to do it because they're not you. You can't it just it they're not you. And so I think really taking the time to sit with yourself and be like, okay, these are my talents. This is what I like to do. This is what I'm passionate about. How can I make this something that impacts my personal life in a positive way, but also the world in a positive way? And the world, it may not be international, it may not be national. It could just be your immediate circle, it could just be your immediate community. But that's more than enough. You're sharing your purpose with the world and spreading a light that will change at least one person's life and make this world a better place, which we need a lot more of. And so I really do think that we need to make sure we're moving with purpose at all times. Um, Moving with purpose at all times and not just floating around like a balloon. We're not a balloon. We don't have the wind just take us wherever. We are powerful human beings who are on this earth for a reason, and we need to figure it out. And also make sure we're putting ourselves in situations to help find it. Anywho, um, that's it for this week. I'm sorry. I need to stop though. We have to go. So I will talk to you next week.